Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation, an emerging nation. We are the United States of the world. We're on a mission to banish poverty, and we've been around for about 5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come. We are now also expanding our economy, and that will improve the liquidity and value of our currency, benefiting all our citizens, because all our citizens hold our currency. We give it to them free every month. Anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. So it's a no-brainer, really. Okay. We're also a non-separatist organisation. What that means is we don't separate people into groups based on what they look like, where they come from, how much money they've got or not got, or anything else. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value to our community. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that, and we'll start with that in a moment after our opening prayer, very short, which helps us find true happiness in life. It's something that you can't buy. There's a lot of people with a lot of money still searching for something. They're not sure what it is, but they know there's something missing. And it is that true happiness. It's that ever new joy that is within you. And you can only get that through loving service to other people. And the great thing about being of loving service to other people is that it attracts into your life everything that you want and need. You don't have to stress out chasing after money, because it'll start chasing you instead. Okay? Wonderful way to live your life. So that's what our opening prayer and little affirmation are about. And then we get on to the business of the day, what's been going on through the day, where we are, where we're going, and of course we'll get on to giving away some free money as well before we disappear. So welcome to you, whether you're watching live or whether you are watching the recording. A lot of our members watch the recording because 7 p.m. London time isn't a great time for everyone. But I do see we've got a few people in. We've got Peter in from the Cameroon in Africa. We've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Norman from Doncaster, England, Bozina in from Slovenia. I love the way she writes Slovenia with love in capitals. We have Derek in from Wado City in Nigeria, Ed from Delft in Holland, Bozina, another Bozina, in from Edinburgh in Scotland. And I'm sure there'll be more people joining us and a lot more watching the recordings as well. But let's get started now with that little affirmation, and then with the prayer and then the affirmation, and then we'll get on to the business of the day. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member, that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness in everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And a little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Right. We got Dusty in from Dusty, Arizona. Good day, everybody. Arizona. Hey, Graham, would you say honestly it's Leads Leap better or MLM Gateway better for Leads, getting people to use your referrals? I would use them both if you have the opportunity to use both. Leads Leap is more onerous in that you have to read the emails that they send out and this sort of thing. I'm not fully sure how it all works. But MLM Gateway is all network marketers. They're all people that are involved in multi-level marketing. Now, most of them will want you to join them. So you've got to be able to find something of value that will help them. And I would suggest you lead with something like the Easy Team Builder, because everybody that is in multi-level marketing needs to build a team. And that is the thing that most people struggle with. They don't build a team. They can refer a few people, but the people don't do anything. They don't duplicate. And as fast as they're putting them in at one end, they're dropping out at the other end. It's called churn. They're just churning, you know. And so the thing that they probably looking for is, how can I build a team? How can I get people to stick? And you can lead with our Easy Team Builder. And that's what I would do if I was in your position and looking to get people that are already in multi-level marketing into We Share Abundance. Easy Team Builder. Not many people are going to refuse at $9.75 a year. You have to explain that we're not for profit, and so don't be confused that it's such a low price. You need to put that in. Say, you know, we do it at that price really just to help everybody, because we are a not-for-profit organization and we want to help everybody to be successful. Okay, hope that helps you. Who else have we got? We've got Werner in from South Africa. We've got Maureen in from London in England. We've got Andrew in from Auckland in New Zealand. We've got Richard from Devon in England. And we've got Dusty with another question, I think. Let me put my glasses on. Okay, cool. I have a free membership about to pay both. Can you edit the pages they provide on MLM like you can on LeadSleep? I didn't know they even provided pages in MLM Gateway. So I don't know. I've not been in there for years, honestly. I joined it when they first opened up. And we have members in here now that I referred through MLM Gateway, but I don't really, in all honesty, know a lot about MLM Gateway or LeadSleep. I do have a course on LeadSleep, which I will be making available to people in the Easy Team Builder, and we'll be putting that up there. So what do you use to get leads? I don't really go looking for anything at the moment, Dustin. The only thing I'm looking for are leads for the Turnkey Cash Cow members, and that program isn't available anymore. And they're all probably disappointed with what I've been able to do so far. But I am discussing with a few other people and options to help them. But I mean, I don't get leads. I don't really look for anything. The only thing I've done recently is I've got involved in the Power Lead System AI plan thing, co-op, whatever you want to call it. But so far there are no results from that, so I don't know how well it's going to work. But I'm in PLS anyway. I've been in it since they started years ago. So when they brought this along, I thought I'd give it a try. But I don't have anything that I can offer you on that. I did also send out, because I could get people saying, how do I build a list, you know, and they have a good list building system in there. It's the free lead system, which you've probably seen me send out. And that always, I mean, if I send out that or post it on Facebook, it always brings some people in. I don't know what my link for that is. I think it's, let me just have a quick look, see if I can find it. Because you can join that free. I'm not sure how much you can do as a free member of it though. And I mean, they all, anything that offers anything free, they always want you to pay in the end, don't they? It's have I got it here? I think this is it. Yeah. Let me pop this in for you. If I can find it, here we go. It's a free system. They also have a one-time $7, I think it is, upgrade. And if you do that, it chucks $6 at me and they keep $1 of it. And you can use that same system and make $6 here and there. It's just there anyway. Yeah, my advice is to steer away from passive income projects and people that want passive income because they don't do anything. And the passive income plans, most of them don't last. I mean, we've had a go at it here in We Share Abundance, and we've not really done that well out of it. Beyond Infinity was going all right, but that has fizzled out now. What happens with it in the next couple of weeks, we don't know. They're launching something else, but I don't think it'll be a passive plan. You don't really want passive income seekers in your team because they're welfare seekers. They're not interested in doing anything. They are, and I'm not being cruel when I say this. You know, I'm just trying to define between a prince and a pauper. You know, a lot of passive income seekers have got money and they'll put money into things in the hope of generating more money, and that's fine. But most of the passive income plans are scams or rug pulls, and people lose money in them more than they gain. And even the ones that seem to be working okay don't really last long. Most of them, you know, you're lucky if they last a couple of years. And the people that are looking for those don't want to build a business. They don't want to do it. They're just looking for some way to make easy money. And it's not hard to make money, but you can't expect to get it for nothing. Really, you know, that's it. So there you go. Something here. Beyond Infinity did very well for me. Yeah, well, it did very well for us as well as a community. But that income is gone now. And now we're back to scratching around a little bit, and we're hoping that we'll be able to replace it with Vibe. And there are other things that I'm involved in that I have been for many years, and whether they ever actually do produce the income that we always hope they will, then, you know, we don't know. So we are moving into a more self-reliant style by introducing more of our own programs. They're not going to get you rich quick, our programs, but they will get you rich as long as you're persistent. And when I say they're not going to get you rich quick, I think getting rich quick is getting rich in 2 or 3 years, you know, because how how long does it normally take you to, people want to go from zero to $1 million overnight. And if they can't do that, they go on to the next one, and that doesn't work, and they go on to the next one and the next one. And it's not realistic, especially when you're operating at sort of low cost plans, our plans are all low cost. So you have to be able to leverage that, and it takes time to get that leverage in. And if you're consistent over a couple of years, you can make an awful lot of money with our plans. But people, as I say, they want to go from zero to hero overnight, and and they don't have the patience to build. Now, if you're getting into higher cost plans like Vibe, which I believe is going to be around $200 for their top package, that's still low cost compared to a lot of plans. But because of the way they've got the compensation plan structured, it will enable you to generate bigger incomes faster. But I don't think you can 100% rely on their plan unless you're going to really put a lot of time and effort into building your business within Vibe. And I think our blueprint is going to enable you to take advantage of the Vibe plan in a much better way. Still low cost, but we're going to leverage that low cost into Vibe, and we can do that pretty quickly with the right attitude and the right people. We don't want passive people in there. In fact, we won't have them in there. We'll kick them out if they come in, and they'll lose everything, because they're going to sign telling us that, yeah, they're prepared to do what we ask them to do. And it's simple. All we're going to ask people to do is invite people to see a video. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay. A 4-minute video. Okay. And if you're not prepared to do that, then we don't want you in there. And we've got interest from the leaders group in Vibe that people want to come in and take advantage of our success blueprint. How many of them will actually get in and do it? I think a lot once one or two of them start seeing success through the plan, because it is a very, very, very good plan. Incidentally, Devyani has been on that today, so we're getting into the updates now, and she's working on it, and she's coming along nicely, but it's not going to be available early this week. The good news, of course, is that I don't know whether it's been announced publicly in Vibe, but I was, or Megan was in the leaders community there, and she was saying that really, effectively now we're looking at 30 days because they've been delayed by merchant accounts, which are always a problem, especially with a new organization. And also that twit on that, I can't remember his name now, that lambasts everything that's new in order to get people to his site and make money out of YouTube. And I can't remember his name, and I'm not interested in him anyway. But if you've been promoting Vibe, somebody will have said, "Oh, have you seen this?" And it's he's a Burke. There is legal action being taken, I believe, against him. He's not the first, and he won't be the last to make a living out of calling everything under the sun a scam. The chances are that you're right, sort of 80% of the time, because 80% of the programs that come along are, but it's damaging to the 20% that aren't. And so they need to do things the right way if they're going to put themselves out as defenders of the faith, so to speak. Anyway, that's another point. But Devyani is hoping to have everything completed on the blueprint this week. We'll see how it goes. Good news as well from Vishal. He's getting on faster than I was expecting, and I think he'll be testing some aspects of the compensation plan and things tomorrow. How much else there is to do, I've not really spent a lot of time with him. So I'm not quite sure, but it looks like that won't be as long as I expected, and we'll probably be launching that about the same time, probably, as the blueprint. So it's all good news, all good news. Okay, and it is good news that Vibe is going to be like another 30 days. Megan had this thing about launching on the 17th because it was her son's birthday. That's not going to happen. But they will be releasing details on the packages and the costs and everything else on the 17th. But the actual launch and putting people into the matrix and the compensation plan, literature and everything else is going to be longer. And they're putting in a new back office, which is going to make things better, hopefully, anyway. So you're probably looking at 30 days, which is to the 10th of March, or maybe a bit later. It may come in a bit earlier, but the good news about that is it gives you more time to pre-build, and the more you do in the pre-build stage, the more money you're going to make when it launches. Okay. Any news about who we got here? Any news about BE Nodes project? No, they're still not released. How we're going to convert that to points and what it's going to be worth and everything else. They're selling the nodes now at $1,000 each. Hopefully, that means that they are expecting to get some decent sort of income, because if you want somebody to put their hand in the pocket for $1,000, they're going to want a decent return on that for their money. Now, what's a decent return is the next question. I mean, if they were to put it in a bank, they'd be lucky to get 5% a year. But if they invest in real estate, you know, they can get like 25% a year. So you're looking at 2 or 3% a month, and that is very solid. Now the nodes is going to be up and down depending on the business that they do. So I think they're going to have to operate on at least trying to pay out 5% or more per month. Now I think that is reasonably good, but you can get better than that in other programs. But is it as safe as a node program? I don't know, but that is passive income. We'll have to wait and see, but there isn't any news that I know of. And if you're on their Telegram group, that's you'll get it as early as anybody, and probably quicker than me because I'm not in Telegram that much. Okay. Right, we've got something else coming up here. Did you see the announcement from GTC that they are supposedly having something great coming out within the next 2 weeks that's going to make up for everything? Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be passive. I think you're going to be able to earn some sort of money from a sort of relaunch of whatever they're doing. What it is, nobody knows. You're just going to have to sit and wait. And see what happens, see what comes. We got Ron in from Amsterdam in Holland. We've got Kingsley from Manchester in England. We've got Kingsley asking a question here. how many nodes do we hold in Beyond Infinity? 48, I think. I think we've got 48 nodes in the co-op. And I can't remember how many members we've got. So it's 48 divided by the number of members is what you've got. But we don't know what it's going to pay. We've no idea what it is at the moment. There's nothing I can tell you about it. Okay. Right. So that's it on Devyani and Vishal, both doing well with the programs that they're working on, the development. Mo is out of hospital. I mean, he's not up to full speed, but he is working on the website. It's going to be quite a while before he gets that sorted. It's a big job to get every page sort of in a nice format, all looking the same. And then Ram has been trying to get me to test the work that he's done on the recruitment tool, and I can't do it. I keep getting error messages and things, and he says, "Well, you know, go here and do this," and then I can't find what he's telling me to do, and it's a right pain. But he thinks he's got it sorted with Meta, but he wants me to check it. But I can't. Okay, you know, every time I try and check it, I get told I'm not allowed to. So we'll be working again on it tomorrow. I also have a meeting with somebody on Thursday regarding traffic, and I've been talking to somebody today as well. That mainly is of interest to the cash cow people. I'm looking for something that we can do on an ongoing basis that is going to benefit them in a reasonable way. Okay. Let's give you the numbers before I forget to do those. Put these on again. I don't leave them on because I like people to see, you know, that I'm being honest, if you like. People can look me in the eye, okay? But you get these on and the reflection and you can't see anything. And they're not that good anyway. But anyway, they're better than not having them on. 777 plan, we went up by exactly 100 from exactly 34,500 to 34,600, which is interesting to me anyway. And that's in the last 24 hours, of course. Registered members up just by 5, reflected it also in the active member count. Share Hope plan, only 1 increase in their in the paid members there in the last 24 hours to 647, and no change in Multiply Weezer in anything. We did log in and get a few cents, but it didn't take us up to the next dollar level in the bonus pool. Okay. Deborah's in saying she came late and will catch the replay. Blessings, you all. Okay, Deborah. But you're in time for the free money bit. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I've been working on some of the instructions for the blueprint, because that is going to be massive. Because it's going to be $11 or $12. I'm not sure. It might even be $11.50. I don't know. Because until the 17th, we don't know what the package cost is going to be from Vibe. And so we have to make sure that we can cover that. I think we're probably going to be okay at $11, but it might be as much as 12. Right. I've forgotten why I got onto that now. Oh, yeah. I've been working on sort of instructions for people to get in and what they need to do and what what it'll be about. Not instructions of how to go about inviting people, but that will be provided as well, and there'll be different ways of you being able to do that. The way that'll be most effective is the way that most of you won't want to do, and that is to just talk to people you know very quickly, you know. But I'll give you that option, and as you become more confident in it, then you will want to talk to people that you know, and so it'll always be there. Right, what else? Nothing, I don't think. So we might as well do the what's it name, the free cash bit. So we do a screen share for random.org first of all. We can find it. Wouldn't you know, I can't. Unless that's it there, perhaps. No. I know why, because I changed the tab because I was looking for that link for you. So let me go into here and bring random.org up. There we go. Now we should be able to find it. Let me have a look. Yeah. Okay. So we have the numbers between 2 and 2562, and random.org will pick one of them each time I click generate, and I'm going to click it twice. So we're going to pick 2 people for some free cash. So here's the first one, 2267. They were both very low yesterday. This is a high one. So let me put that in the spreadsheet, 2267. Okay. 2267, yeah. And the next one is, boom, 1937. And we put that in as well. Okay, and now we can stop sharing there, and we can do a screen share for the spreadsheet. Okay. So here we are, we're all set up, and we want 2267 first of all, which will be way down the bottom somewhere. Come on, cursor, move it. Here we go, 2267. And that is Wendy M, referred by Ruth M. Okay. Let's get back up the top. Paste that in there. And that is going to be a $60 one. We were 150 yesterday, but we're down to 60. 1937 is the next one. Still quite a way down. 1937. And that is also going to be a $60 one. Okay, so those are, oh, I think that's Chiamara is, again, he's already had 4 people, I think. He's referred a lot of people, so he deserves it. But what I always say to you, the more people you refer, the better chance you've got. And Chiamara, I know, last time I said he'd got quite a few, and I looked, and it was his 4th cash allocation as a sponsor. So he's doing very well, and I'm pleased because if you're referring a lot of people, you deserve to do well, because you are carrying everybody else that isn't doing anything, and it can be heavy. Okay, so give him a bit of a hand and get some people in for yourself. So those are the people today. Let me save that. We got Wendy M, sponsored by Ruth M, and Mary, sponsored by Chiamara, and they're all going to get $60. If Ruth M is in here as well, she'll definitely get the $60. I know Chiamara's in. Okay, we can stop sharing that now. Congratulations to everybody, and I think we're done for the day. Oh, can't say it. Done for today. Okay. No, I'll leave it for tomorrow because I've not really gone through it again yet. But I do have some stuff that I've done on the blueprint. But I'll finalize it tomorrow and I'll give you some of that tomorrow. Okay. So I will be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Until then, let's see if we can get more than 5 people in. You know, for 50,000 people to bring in 5 in 24 hours is, for want of a better word, pathetic. Okay. So give it your all, folks. Get out there, share some love and abundance. Just keep doing things. Just keep doing things. If you do things consistently, eventually things will break for you. And when they do, it'll start happening more and more and more regularly. But you've got to wind it up, you know. Okay. So that's it from me till mañana. And you get out there, share some love, go the extra mile, give loving service. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on. In a wild crocodile.